I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long, just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home, stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, I keep going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better.
On my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah. Better when I wanna get better.
Chosen one, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that it's my time.
Let the past be the past, I'm on a new level.
No regrets, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that I'll be fine.
Yeah.
And you
Cold following presentation of the National Football League.
What do you say we send off the weekend with a great game of football, everybody? The stage is set. It is Sunday night prime time here on EA Sports. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night prime time matchup. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks. Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And away we go on Sunday night prime time. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? The former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
They'll get 18 yards there. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here we go, set.
First and 10, Darnold. Headed out right. And the Raiders get there and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Trying again, following the sack. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a pickup of 26. And the Seahawks will have a first down. They're set up at the 35 now.
Seahawks.
Here we go, set.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Rolling on first. Here's Darnold. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They gain 14 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Rolling left, buying some time. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Darnold. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. And that's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them. The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Y'all gotta fuck my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We mighty more Power Rangers.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down from the red zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Dylan Laube on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
The most passing yards of Geno's career, that would be over 4,300. Also came in a little uptick in interceptions, especially in the red zone. But that didn't bother Pete Carroll. He knew exactly who he wanted to restart their culture in Vegas. And that guy is Geno Smith.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
This is Gentine on 2nd. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On 3rd down, Gentine. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
The tackle by Leonard Williams. 2 yards on the play. 1st down, Raiders.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
And this throw is knocked away, incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Shotgun give here to Gentine. Has a lane past the 45, and he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Raiders 1st down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Smith on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Throw reeled in by Mayer. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for Raiders 1st.
1st down, Raiders.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Now Smith taking off with it. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
There we go,
From the 30 on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Give on third to Mostert. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Oh, they're going for it on an option play left. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
We're going to set.
Darnold looking to throw. Finds Smith and Jigba. And they shut him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 32. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a gain of 4. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We're going to set.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2, you gain respect of your teammates.
And again, it's Darnold. It's a complete to Kenneth Walker. He takes this up to around the 46, and that's going to leave him a yard at most from that marker on 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
We're going to set.
Here's Darnold to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. Back deep for the Raiders, Trey Tucker. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Play fake, here's Smith. Man downfield, and Myers has it. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Trying to make it happen, but no luck. Just goes backwards on first down.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Smith to the air now. It's a screen play to Genty. Continuing to move past the 45. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Shotgun handoff for Mostert. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
From the gun, Smith. Defense too much. The Seahawks flag him down. For the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down. Shotgun snap to Smith. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. Looks to be at about the 17-yard line. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They pick up 20 yards there. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. Darnold now to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Play fake, Darnold. And the Raiders get there and take him down. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Yeah, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Throwing now off play action. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
This defense could not make a bigger statement out of the gate with this game. Man, the lead up to a ball game, trash talk. Right things said in the Baltimore material, whatever it is, this defense took something personal, Kate, and they are taking it out on this quarterback.
So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. before he can get anything on that return. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Zone read, they'll give it to Genty. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 14. First down. Las Vegas.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. Short pass brought in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Genty from the gun. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and short, Moser. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
A.J. Cole on to punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock. A safety, really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Fits it through the middle. And they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing here, Darnold. Bails out of the pocket quick. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's going to reach his own 20 before stepping out. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
They're now set for 1st and 10. To throw, here's Darnold. And the Raiders get there and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, look, beyond having to pick yourself off the ground over and over again, all of these sacks in this 1st quarter have led to so much disruption. Kate, what do offenses look for, especially early? Get myself into rhythm. Get myself into a tempo. What do defenses want to do? Wreck all of that, and that's exactly what this defense is doing.
Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing 2nd and 23. Trying again, following the sack. He fires one deep down the middle. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. They'll give up the gut to Walker. And They're on him on the outside. He kicked it away from the middle, but it will not get close to the marker. It's 4th down.
Well, Kate, that's a white flag waving if I've ever seen one. I'm not sure I saw any avenue with that run play that was going to result in a 1st down. It felt more like the coordinator saying, well, you earned that call by the mishaps in 1st and 2nd down.
And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Hey, here we go, hey. 396!
And they're not going to give him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
He's complete. This is Bowers. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
1st down, Raiders.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Ready!
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down.
Another try following the sack. On target to Thornton. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Smith on 3rd and long. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 10. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders reach pay dirt for the 1st time this game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Go side.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Go side. It's that.
This is Walker on second. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They've got a first to begin the frame. Running with Walker again. He stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Second down, Walker's going to get it again. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Remain Pratt with the play defensively.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Staying with Walker. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Darnold buys time, rolling right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried to find Elijah Arroyo. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Michael Dixon on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. And up to Genty. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Motioning him from the slot right. Good gain out past the 30. And all the way up to the 42-yard line before he stopped. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
26 yards. And the Raiders first down.
And go play fake here with Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up third down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long.
Here we go. Come on, shot. Reload your shot.
Looking to throw, Smith. Completed over the middle. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that third down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. Seahawks with Torrey Horton back deep to return this. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Dunkov caught by his back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. You're at a premium in this league.
And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Here goes.
Here's Darnold. That's Cox. Here's Arroyo. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
1st and 10, Darnold. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
And again, it's Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First down, ball at the 36.
Go, side.
From the gun, Darnold. Escapes out to the left. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
That's his targets. That's Torrey Horton. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo, and that ball is zipping all over the field.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one is caught. Horton has it. Well, that 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. With enough time, it's almost inevitable he'll find enough space for a completion.
From the red zone now. Rolling out to his left. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. Now from the 2-yard line, it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Charbonnet. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Seahawks take a 2nd-quarter lead. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's White on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap to Smith. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down. Running back, motioning right. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
There we go,
Smith back to throw. Rolling left side, Bowers has it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Hauled in, again it's Bowers. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Try forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks get the football on the first turnover of the He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
The Seahawks offense running out now. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Now Darnold off the play action. Into the hands of the rookie from Minnesota. He will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Looked elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
They'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Here we go, sign.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. And the Raiders get there and take him down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half. And you better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate. It has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
Well, it is 2nd down, Brock, and they've got a full 24 yards to go here after that sack.
Here we go, sign.
Trying again, following the sack. Oh, hit, he fumbles it. And they scoop it up, time to push for the line. And from where that fumble came, Brock, zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back. Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go, sign.
Design bootleg here. This is Cup. That's Cup. And they bring him down around the 34. Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's White on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Raiders have their offense back out there. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a 1-score game here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're in a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
Counter give to Jency. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing on 3rd, Smith. Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure alters the throw.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Complete to Walker on the check down. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Giving this to Jeanty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
Back to Jeanty. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
1st down, Las Vegas.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Stays in the pocket. Trey Tucker makes the play. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Here we go.
From the gun, Smith. Finds him over the middle. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
And the Las Vegas 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
That's complete to Bowers outright. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. They're both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, Hope you have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
It's Mostert on second down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Smith to the air now. That finds Bash, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for Raiders first. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And go play fake here with Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. They go play action. Here's Smith. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
There we go, Sonoma.
On first down, Genty. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards. They're into the red zone. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Hey, here we go.
Play fake, here's Smith. Now he takes it. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Raiders pushing for a late spark before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's Genty. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. First throw for the backup now. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 2 yards standing between this unit and 6. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Pickett. Chased out to his right. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders make it a 1-score game before halftime.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders cut it to a field goal game.
Raiders 14.
Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seahawks are going to take over late in the half. And we're down inside a minute to play in the half, but that's enough time to get a drive together. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Set. Set.
Drive begins with a Walker run. We're going to take this ahead for 7. We've got 7-3 now.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Here we go, set. Reset.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he's down after getting us up to the 41. He gets 6 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Y'all got a problem my taste. Y'all can't talk about basics.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Set. Set.
To throw, here's Darnold. The throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he goes out, just needed 1 more step there to reach midfield.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go, set. Reset.
Here's Darnold to throw. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go, set. Set.
Here's Darnold. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover, so it'll be 2nd down.
Reset.
1 final shot before the half. On the move, headed right. A massive shot towards the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks will extend their lead as time expires in the half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Myers to add the PAT. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our 1st half. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Laube with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Jeanty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Pickett working from the gun. Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him! And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Pickett set to pass. Has it left side, Brock, with the throw carried him too close to that edge. I'm going to say brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in. Out of bounds.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Fields this in the 42. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Seahawks ready for another drive on offense as Jackson, Smith, and Jigba heads out. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. He fires one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 10. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that gives them 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
1st down from the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Just an incredible, incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Second and goal backed all the way up to the 14 here.
Set. Set.
Trying again, following the set. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks push their lead further to start the half. Cooper Kupp, the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks take a 3-possession lead.
Raiders 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Laube with the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. They've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. To throw, Pickett. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Looking for a target. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Tyrese Knight on the tackle. It's 3rd down.
So 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd down. Here's Pickett. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Seahawks and receiver Cooper Kupp taking the field once again. And their offense has been playing at an extremely high level as this has become a runaway quickly. They've scored each of their last 2 times out. Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Go set.
On the carry, it's Walker. Works his way to the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Elandon Roberts coming over for the hit. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
26-yard line.
Set.
Throwing here, Darnold. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush, finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
We go set.
Darnold. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Myers' kick is good, and that extends the lead to 20.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Laube with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him. After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Wow, wide open here, complete. 40. Hits the 20. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders drop the lead back to 13. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. That last touchdown given up cut their lead to 2 scores as they get started here. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Go set.
Darnold looking to throw. It is caught left side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
Intended target was his running back. And now it's 3rd and short. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs.
go set.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Forced out to his right. Into the hands of Smith and Jigba over the middle. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
And again, it's Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Go set.
Now Darnold. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
A gain of 24 yards. And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Go set.
Still sticking with the passing game. Dumped off to his running back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. Throw left side, pumped by Smith and Jigba. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go set.
From the red zone now. Dump off caught by his back. And he drives this forward to the 6.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen guys, it's going to be contested. We know this is a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. A very short kick here from the right hash. Myers' kick is good, and that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Jason Myers is kicking off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Laube with the return. This makes it up to the 25. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. A little take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Vegas first down.
18 on the play. First down, Raiders.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Going to the ground again on first. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Brought down by Luke Woolen.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
This is Genty on second. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it as they take him down for a loss. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. You've got a man in motion. Throwing on 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
This is Walker on second. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
With Walker again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Gain of about 4. That brings up 4th and 2.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll bring out the punter here. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. They send a man in motion. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Pickett. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Genty from the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Man downfield, and Myers has it. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Zone read, they'll give it to Genty. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Pickett on 1st and 10. Gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Shotgun give here to Genty. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Pickett working from the gun. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider. So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Carlson's kick is good. And that drops the deficit down to 13.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Go outside.
To the ground with Walker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. And 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40.
Here we go, set. Reset.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Second down, Walker's going to get it again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Staying with Walker. He breaks the tackle. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, set. Reset.
Charbonnet now up the middle. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Reset. Reset.
They go with Walker here. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. We've reached the end of the 3rd on Sunday Night Primetime. The Seahawks have the football, up a couple of scores to start the 4th quarter. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. It's Walker on the give. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Running is Walker. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This from 40 on the right hash. Myers' kick is good, and that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
Well, it's hard to call that the official moment that sealed this win, but up 16 here in the fourth, it's going to take a heck of a sequence of events to see this game tied back up.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's White on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Now here's Pickett. Has him on the quick hitter. Jukes one defender. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Let's go.
On play action now, Pickett. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first. Pickett will look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure in these sacks after sacks after sacks. It's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Trying again, following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now Pickett. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So out now comes the punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. He has it at the 13. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Walker off 1st down. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one. The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Pickett set to pass. Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Into traffic, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
19, Charger, 19.
Here's Pickett. strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're up against it here on 4th down. On now comes their punter. And they could really use a good one here. Let's see what he can do on the return. He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they face 2nd down. Now Darnold off the play action. Hits his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. What a game he has had. Really showed the versatility he's got from the running back position and the wrinkles that he can add to this offense.
Yeah, Kate, you hear it all the time. The quarterback's best friend's a reliable tight end. Well, right next to that reliable tight end is a more dependable pass-catching running back.
Running right side. And this is going to come to an end at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
48-yard line.
And again, it's Darnold. Catch is made down the right sideline. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly down at the 32-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he found the route he wanted pretty quickly, Brock, but maybe, I don't know, he telegraphed who he wanted a little too much because that defender sure got there just as the ball arrived to force it loose.
Yeah, this is one of those tough moments as an analyst, right? Because you're right.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Raiders have some new life in the 4th.
I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
The Raiders ready for another drive on offense as Jacoby Myers heads out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Pickett. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Oh, he fumbles it. They might give it right back. And they recover. So after a very chaotic play and a couple of turnovers, they're set up somehow with a 1st down. Ooh, So close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Shotgun handoff for Mostert. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
You get that first and short, it really does open up the playbook. I mean, you got an opportunity to be aggressive if you want to, but I kind of like that right there. Just stamping it with the first down, running it right at him.
They'll go again with Mostert. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Seahawks with 6 DBs out there. Third down coming up.
And it's third down.
To throw, Pickett. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down. Punting unit out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. His work begins at the 31. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pressure comes and he's taken down. The Raiders got him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down. Now it's a bootleg for him. Still has some space up near midfield. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. Third and 4 coming up now.
It's a gain of 19 and brings up third down.
They'll go play action. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jeremy Chin has got it.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Raiders ready for another drive on offense as Jacoby Myers heads out. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half.
Here we go.
Zone read, handoff to Mostert. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is cut. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas first down. Out of the gun, Pickett. Searches from the pocket. That's complete to Bowers outright. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A gain of 14. And the Las Vegas down.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
After the sack, another pass on second down. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
Third and long.
Pickett to throw. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Ricky Myers, and he's got it. Touchdown. The Raiders parlay the interception into points.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Pickett getting everybody on the same page here. They're going for two.
The Raiders will...
He's throwing for it! And that pass is caught. They get the 2 points and a little drama now. We've got ourselves a one-score ball game.
Raiders 32.
Well, I hear you say it all the time, partner. It comes back to that word trust, and they trusted in their offense to go get those 2 points, make this a one-score game. They do their job. Now one big play can change the entire outlook of this game for them.
Yeah, now it becomes about complementary football. As you said, the offense did their job. Now defense, can you not just get a stop? Can you get a turnover? Maybe take it to the house yourself. Either way, that conversion puts them one snap away from a totally different ball game.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. New set of downs for him at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Going on first. Here's Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Call it feel, Kate, call it instincts. I don't really care what you call it, but the best QBs, they can sense it. They know when that pressure's coming, and they know how to avoid it. Keep that play alive, extend it outside of the chaos, and go get your offense a completion.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. And someone has officially flown higher than the Dutchman, Brock. That completion pushes him past Norm Van Brocklin for the most passing yards in a game in NFL history. The mark of 554 yards that stood resolute since back in 1951, and 7 decades later, someone has finally topped it. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Darnold. Short pass brought in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10, Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Well, partner, maybe not the record that most people think of when it comes to quarterbacks, but it's certainly an impressive accolade for him. The most completions in a single game.
Yeah, it feels like this was communicated beforehand, right in the plan. Listen, we're running everything through you. You're carrying us. And to his credit, this quarterback brought his A game, some of the best throws of his career.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. He'll throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Jump off caught by his back. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the red zone now. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And he drives this forward to the 6. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider. Second and 3 now. Throwing it again here. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Now an inside give to Walker. And they only get a couple when they needed a good bit more, Brock. That's going to make it 4th down. An important attempt coming up here for Jason Myers. This only a chip shot from the right edge. Myers' kick is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
Best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. When they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Jason Myers kicking off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's White on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Raiders have their offense back out there. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. First call here coming from the shotgun. Pickett looking from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Here's 2nd and 7. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. Third and long for him here. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. He's looking deep once again. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. To throw, here's Darnold. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Darnold looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just a couple seconds before the 2-minute warning, the defense calls a timeout. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. 3rd and long. Here's Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks up by 11. Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. It's about 43 yards for it. Myers' kick is good, and that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's White on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. From the gun to start. 1st and 10. Pickett set to pass. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
Now Pickett has a man on target to Thornton. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Out of the gun, Pickett. Now here he goes. There's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
From the 28. Stays upright. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
Las Vegas.
On 1st down, here's Pickett. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Got to hurry this to the line.
It's 2nd down.
And they get up there and clock the ball. A little over 50 seconds now remaining. And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Throwing now. Escapes the pocket. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And they can trot out every offense's favorite formation now, Brock, and kneel out this win. Defense, no timeouts left to stop them. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And this hasn't been a common sight out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. They're going to pass it here. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Clean breakup on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Here's Darnold. Looking downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Seahawks winners, as we say so long from Seattle.